All right, Pro Football Focus has WAR-adjusted injuries lost. So it's for the team. So wins above replacement adjusted for injuries lost by team from a season ago. So it measures the impact of injuries at a team level. And for last year during the season, number 1, the Browns. Number 2, the Ravens. Number 3, the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, look, we talked about it. The Browns, they got hit with injuries, and it was not fun for them. And again, even some of that was the COVID issues with, Myles Garrett, with the game against the Jets, where they lost the receivers, almost all their receivers, to contact tracing, and it almost cost them a playoff berth. In the playoffs, even, they were dealing with injuries. Joel Bitonio didn't play. That wasn't an injury. That was COVID related, but he didn't play in that game. Jedrick Wills, I think a lot of people forget this. He left the Chiefs game really early, and he didn't return. They were even losing backups. Chris Hubbard, who was filling in at guard when they needed him, he suffered a serious injury. So, we didn't get to see the Browns at their healthiest last year. And Odell Beckham, we went through the list earlier. It's not surprising that they're so high on this list.
Yeah, and again, all 3 of those teams were playoff teams. And the Browns, won a playoff game. So, again, let's see if fortune can reverse it as far as the injuries go and they stay relatively healthy. Knock on wood here.
Yeah, but the other thing about the NFL is somebody's going to get hurt. Last year it was Odell Beckham tore his ACL. There's somebody on this roster who's going to lose their season for whatever reason. Nobody wants to see it, but it's just the way the NFL is. And there's 2 things that are completely out of your control in the NFL that could dictate how your season goes. And that's the schedule and that's injuries. And you've got to find a way to get through that stuff. And I think Kevin Stefanski is really good at that. I think he's really good at making sure players are just focused on this is what we have and this is how we're going to do it. And so I think they have the right guy in charge to kind of navigate some of this stuff that you just can't control in this league.